Hello, I'm Meredith Jordan. I'm one of the partners at Platinum Pacific Partners and I specialise in listed markets and asset management opportunities. Equities effectively is the asset class that invests in listed companies. So simply put, it's buying shares, stocks, anything that's listed on the ASX with the intention of creating growth from that investment. As an equities investor, you can impact the world in a number of ways. One of the key, which I think is really important, is how you keep corporates accountable. By analysing them, interviewing them, testing them in certain areas of potentially their ESG or their reporting or whatever would make sense at that time, you are ultimately standing up for the everyday Australian in terms of how this corporate is responding in the corporate landscape and keeping them accountable from a stock valuation perspective. The types of asset managers that specialise in equities investing are broad. You've got very large asset managers like Schroders, Perpetual, Pendal, UBS, Macquarie Investment Management, as well as boutiques. There's some great boutiques in Australia. A number of them sit in multi-boutique businesses like Pinnacle, Fidante. They have a huge amount of strategies within listed equities. There are a number of other boutiques that specialise in small caps and micro caps. There are a number of asset owners in Australia that also directly invest in equities. So all the big Australian managers like Australian Super, Aware Super, Rest, the VFMC, all have dedicated teams that specialise in investing in stocks. The key skills for an entry-level role in equities investing are simply put a passion for companies, loving companies, living and breathing companies, understanding how they act, what they're doing, who their management team is, where they're growing is really essential. The second key component is valuation modelling. That is essential. Learning how to build a DCF, which is a discounted cash flow model from scratch, based on the balance sheet of a corporate, is essential for anyone moving into listed markets. How can you build the skills to be an equities investor? Well, obviously it's reading. It's reading Bloomberg, it's reading the AFR, it's reading numerous investment books based on the stories of other very, very well-regarded investors. There's some excellent non-fiction books as well. One of my major clients' favourites is called The Outliers. It's a great insight into how management companies think about companies through times of distress, and I think reading thoroughly and reading broadly is a wonderful way to really enhance your ability to transition into equities. There are so many opportunities for women in equities. All of our clients are crying out for diversity of thought. Yes, it's gender, it's also race, it's also background, it's also history. We are looking for a variety of backgrounds for all of our investing roles. We would love to have more females that are truly curious about companies that live and breathe markets, that want to have an impact on how portfolios are performing. It's a phenomenal place to be with some wonderful women that are supporting young talent coming through, and I actually think it's a great career choice for any young investor that's female.